Ants won't take the bait. You don't know what to do? You will after watching this video. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Craig here again, howtopest.com. Hope you had a fantastic holiday, guys, but we're about to ring in that new year. But what do you say we ring in that new year with no ants? No ants in the house, no ants in the kitchen.
Mike, look. We gotta get upstairs.
Go.
Now, the video's about putting out that bait and they're not taking it. I can't tell you how many times we have gone out to calls where that is exactly the case. The homeowner has purchased a bait, whether it's an over-the-counter or even a professional one from howtopest.com, and the ants aren't taking the bait and they think that the bait is ineffective and it's not working. Well, the bait's not ineffective, but you may be doing things that are making that bait non-attractive to the ants. What can that be? The number one, the numero uno thing that we find people doing is contaminating the bait. What I mean by that is they're putting that bait out on a surface that they've already put something else out on. And what I mean is they've bleached the countertop, or they've got a can of Raid and they've sprayed trying to take care of the ants, or anything else that they've put up there that is going to contaminate that food source. And you have to understand that baits are a food source. That's why the ants are attracted to it. They're either attracted to it for the proteins or the carbohydrates. And that leads me into number two, the second reason that the bait is not effective. Let's say that you are putting out a carbohydrate bait. That's basically a sugar bait. It's basically a sugar bait. But the ants aren't going for sugars at that time. They're going for carbohydrates. They're trying to build up the colony. It's in reproduction, and that's when they're going for those carbohydrates. So if you put out a protein bait, which most of the baits out there are protein baits, there's more protein, backtrack. There's more carbohydrate baits than there are protein baits. So you just have to know what you're going after, what the ants are going after at that time when you put it out. Now, homeowners out there are going, well, how do I know what they're going after? You don't. That's why you came to this channel, howtopest.com. When we go out and we do an ant job and it's already an issue where they're not taking the bait and we've determined the homeowner has not contaminated the area, they haven't basically put poison on the actual food source the ants are going after. And the easiest way to explain that is you don't want poison on your meal. They don't want poison on their meal. So if somebody did that to you, you wouldn't eat it. Well, hopefully you wouldn't eat it.
More ants. Just so you know, I'm calling the exterminator.
Oh, no, I hate that guy and his chemicals. The counter tasted funny after he left last time.
But they're not going to eat that if you contaminate theirs. So they put out a carbohydrate bait and the ants don't go for it. Well, that's because they're going for the proteins. So what do? We got a couple options out there, guys. And one of the options out there is the ultimate ant control pack from howtopest.com, where we take that guesswork out of it. So what do? We give you two products. One is a protein and one is a carbohydrate. We give you Advance 375A, and then we give you Advian Ant Gel, which is going to be the carbohydrate portion of it. The Advance is going to be the protein portion of it. And then we give you little trays to put that in. So you put one in one section of the tray and one in the other section of the tray. Now this is a twofold effect. You don't have to worry about if you've contaminated the area because they're actually in the tray now. So the food is not poisoned and you no longer have to guess what are they going after. Are they going after the proteins or the carbohydrates? Now I'm going to give you one more option. I'm going to give you the Advance 360A dual action. It is basically the same formulation, different chemical, but it's in a bait station. So it's contained where you don't see it. It's not a bait tray, it's a bait station. It again is going to help you out if you've contaminated the area or if you're guessing which one are they going after. It has the baits, the two different ones, concealed in the bait station. Now, another nice thing about these is they're 72 in a pack in the box that comes in, and they're in 4-pack sections. So it's 4 bait stations in sealed type packages, so they stay fresh. They call them stay fresh packages. They work really well. Now here's what you got. You got about an $85 version, which is the Advient Ant Gel, and then you've got a $130 version. So you're paying a little more. It's kind of a professional pack, but you just have to weigh out your options. They're in sealed packs. You just take them out, use them as needed, or you go the other route and you just put out the amount you needed. Now let's talk about amounts that you're going to put out. Let's go with the ant gel and the Ultimate Ant Pack. You're going to put a little bit in each tray, and then you're going to put out 3 to 4 trays. You're going to put them where the ants are foraging, where you're seeing the activity. But usually a normal size house, you don't need any more than 3 to 4. If you do, it's totally okay. You can put out more than that as needed, or as many as you need, I should say. Now, same thing with the Advanced, the 360A. 3 to 4 of those bad boys in the locations where you're seeing activity. And both of these are going to hold up and last for about 3 months. You'll get 3 months of active use out of this. You want to go back and monitor them, see if the bait is gone. The ones in the Advanced 360, you can't see if the bait's gone, so you need to see if the ants they're no longer going into those bait stations, which means if you still have activity, you're going to need to put another one to replace that empty one out there. The Ultimate Ant kit that we have on howtopest.com, you can actually see what's in the trays, so a little bit of an advantage there. Now, can you use these outdoors? Yes, you can use these outdoors, but realize when you put these things outdoors, you are dealing with the elements. So if you go and you just put them out in like the garden area, then you take a chance of, sprinklers, you got the sunlight. And here's another thing, you got non-target pests. You don't want birds nibbling on that stuff. So I would tell you, if you're putting this stuff outside, it's going to be usually along the house. It may be at the base of a tree, but you have to be cognizant of pets and wildlife out there and your children, guys. And that goes for indoor, outdoor. You got to put these where those little kiddos aren't going to get into it and think that's, the midday snack. It is a poison, so just be aware of that. Let's go back to indoors. In those kitchens, can you go up top? Can you put them on the countertop? Sure you can. You just got to keep them away from food. You got to keep them away from utensils, things like that. You're not trying to contaminate the things that you put in your mouth, so be aware of that. Can you take the ant gel bait from, like, say, the Ultimate Ant Pack that we give you, the Advient, and use it directly by itself in other areas? Sure you can. But this video is about, hey, the ants are not taking the bait. So if they're not taking the bait, why are you going to take just the carbohydrate bait and go dump it out there without giving them that option of the protein bait also, which is the Advanced 375A? So both these packs give you the same thing. They give you that, don't worry about what are they going after right now. Just put them out and let them make the choice. They're both going to last for about 3 months. And indoors, guys, you're probably going to get longer than 3 months out of those. What happens with the gel baits, over time, they kind of dry out and they're just not as attractive. The granule form of it, like, say, the Advanced 375A, it's going to hold up a lot longer because it's a granular form. So they just nibble on it, take it back. Now, these all work by using trophallaxis. Now you're going, what the frick is he talking about, trophallaxis? I didn't even know what I was talking about until I got into pest control. They just use these fancy names that nobody cares about. Just tell us what it does. It just basically means it's shared feeding. They're taking these baits back to the nest. They're sharing it with the larva. They're regurgitating it. They're sharing it with the queen and everybody else. And everybody's having a happy last meal and croaking together. That's how this stuff works. It's a delayed reaction. Why do you want that? You want that for exactly what I just said. You want them to actually be able to travel back to the nest and share all that goodness and let everybody else know how fantastic it is so they can all die together.
We're all going to die. But at least we die together.
It's a big suicide squad. I love it, man. That's why these baits work well. That's why your raids and your over-the-counter stuff that's just killing the stuff that you see is not working, and you're going, why do I advance the next day? Because you only killed what you were seeing. You need to wipe out that whole colony, and that could be multiple queens. A lot of these, like the pharaoh ant colonies, they have multiple queens. And here's another thing I just thought about, guys. When you do some of those sprays that are repellents, I know we're not talking about sprays right now, but you spread the ants. So you take away their pheromone trail that they put out telling the other ants, hey, this is a good place to come get food. and now you spread them to another location, and now they go to another colony because they will just join up with the next colony, and so on and so on, and all you do is make your problem worse, and they just keep coming from out of the walls and the cracks, the crevices. Now, another thing with ants indoors, you got to do your due diligence, guys, and you got to look for those cracks, those entry points that are leading into the home, and that's around window sills, door frames. It can be pipes that are coming in, the plumbing pipes into the house, the clean outs. It can also be another common one. When they run your cable lines into the house, a lot of those guys just poke a hole in the vent and boom, they're into the house. So you got to seal that up or make them do their job and make them seal it up when they're doing it. Run that cable line in. But guys, that's it. And that is the biggest confusion that we see when people say ants are not taking the bait. It's because you've either contaminated or they're not going after the bait that you have out, whether it be a protein at that time or a carbohydrate, and you don't want to figure out which one. That's why I just gave you these two options. Grab the one that best suits your needs, guys, and then go to town, and I guarantee these ants will start taking that bait again. Now, these baits, the gel baits, if you are going to put them directly onto a countertop, you for sure got to make sure you've not contaminated that countertop. So if you don't have bait stations like we give you over at howtopest.com, grab yourself little cardboard strips and put it on the cardboard strips. And that's as cut and dry as this is, guys. Thank you so much for all the thumbs up out there, guys. We subscribe. We appreciate all you subscribers out there, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that down below, guys. We shoot these videos out for you multiple times a week. If there is a question I have not answered, I am happy to do that for you. Just shoot it in that comment section and we will get back to you ASAP. If there is a video out there you would like to see me do because it's something that you are curious about, I'm happy to do that for you too. So shoot that down in the comment section and we'd love to do that one for you. Have a great day, guys. Craig, howtopest.com.